Hey there everybody, welcome back to Newport County Career Mode. I am Ranroth, and now is the time for the top scorer contest to open up once again. This is Season 4, so let's get into it. First we'll go over the rules once again. On this video you will comment with the player that you think will score the most goals overall the season. All goals are counted, whether friendlies, league, or any cup or other competitions. All of those are tallied together. When you put your player guess down there, also add the final goal tally that you think that player will end on. That will be the first tiebreaker that we come up with. If we do come to the part where two people guess the same player and their tiebreaker guesses of the goal tally are equal distances away from the actual ending goal tally, the one who went higher wins, if that makes sense. If one went too low or one went too higher, the higher one wins that tiebreaker. After that tiebreaker, if it's all the same, the earliest entry wins. The contest will close one calendar week, that's one real-life week, after the first match is posted after the January transfer window ends. So roughly 5 or 6 matches after January, so probably end of March, or end of February into March in the game. You may update your guesses at any time based on what you see in the matches. Any previous entry after that is updated will be void, so only one guess per person at a time, and the new time that you update will be recorded as the time you posted your entry. I keep track of this all on my own, so there's no point in editing or deleting comments because it won't help you. It just looks you look like a cheater. If 2 players tie for a top scorer, then everyone who guessed for those players will be lumped into the one category, and then the other tiebreakers, the goal tally and the posting time, will be considered. And only guesses that are on this video will be counted, not match videos, not this top score update video that'll happen just before or right at the transfer window ending so you can update the squad. Only this video comments will count. With that, let's get into the squad. It's a little bit smaller than previous years, so let's get into it. First we have Scott Hayworth. He's a goalkeeper, but he is looking ledge. Not going to score any goals, I don't think. Ryan Jackson is our veteran right back. He hasn't developed too much. He'll get a little bit of playing time, but it's hard to say if he's going to get any goals. Cedric Jugu is one of our lower rated center backs, but he doesn't really come forward too much. Not many goals are expected out of him. Troy Brown occasionally comes up for a corner, and let's look over here. He has good jumping, good strength, so he can win headers. He's scored from corners before. Robbie Wilmot will be moving between left back and left mid, so when he gets forward, he's a fairly decent shooter. He's got some good pace. He's scored in the past. A good left wing option for us there. Unino Kane yet to open his scoring bank this year, but he has scored a few in the past, so good option there. Han Kook Young, the Asian sensation. 35 long shots, but that's really the one thing that he's known for, except for his exceptional work rate and good tackling ability. He has scored a few crackers since joining Newport. Jacob Pepper, more defensive-minded midfielder. He is yet to score for us, but you never know when he's going to pop up. He has an amazing work rate. Christian Jolly, getting old, starting to lose those stats. Wow, look at speed is dropping a lot. He hasn't scored yet this year. Our scores have been really specific and focused so far, but Jolly was tied for our top scorer last year on 17. Yet to open up the bank so far, but he is definitely a good option if he can find his form. Benito Raman is currently tied for second place with only 2 goals, but he has got some amazing pace and good shooting ability, so he is always an option. Robin Sinovic is the current leader with 6 goals, which is kind of amazing this early in the season. He is the big bald wolf with great heading ability, good strength. He's really our target striker at the moment and has performed the best in terms of getting goals. Oliveira, not particularly tall, but some great defensive stats. Occasionally comes up for corners and hangs around the box. I don't expect him to get too many goals, but you never know when he'll pop up. Delfonso is probably our best utility striker. He's got some strength, so he's good as a target man. He's also quite pacey with some good finishing. He is good all along the front line and on the wings. Lyle Taylor has stuck around. He's had a little bit of development as well. He didn't play too much last year. I don't see him getting too much game time this year, but with Jolly dropping out and the amount of strikers we have diminishing a little bit, he could get more playing time this year. Daniel Vosser is our new Swiss right winger, although I mostly play him as a right striker. He's left-footed, he's got some good dribbling ability, but he's developing well, and I'd really like to see him play a lot more. Although he is young, he probably won't play too much this year. Lloyd Isgrove, I don't think he's scored yet, but he has set up a ton. Excellent work on the right wing. He's got great crossing, and he's known to beat a man or two down the flank as well. Ryan Leonard is one of our anchor midfielders. He scores goals, he puts in tackles, he works really hard. He's easily one of our most effective players. Goal scoring, not one of his highest priorities, but he does pop up with a few. Ryan also probably our #1 goalkeeper, a little bit higher rated than Hayworth so far, but both of those will switch out, but probably not going to score goals. Gelson Moutinho got some great long shooting ability, great in the air. He's listed as a center back, but I also like to play him as a center mid because he's got good tackling, good passing, good ball control. He's a fairly versatile type of player. Charlie Coots, young right back. He's good strength, good tackling, but the rest of his skills are developing, so probably not going to score too many. Remo Fekete, one of our center back anchors, developing well, great in the air, good tackler, but probably won't get too far forward since he is mainly a center back. Stanek, third choice goalkeeper. He really needs to get out of the club. I don't really want him. He doesn't want to be here, but nobody would buy him, unfortunately. He probably won't play much at all. Bandowski is the new signing at left back. He's done well so far. Not really gotten into any scoring positions, but as our first choice left back, you never know when he'll pop up with a chance. So we'll see what he does this year. Moussa Bali, another one of our new center backs. He could get forward for corners. Good strength, good jumping, decent heading accuracy. If he comes up for a corner, you can expect him to get a head on it. Schachner is our on loan left midfield option. He's developing fairly well. He's got fairly low stamina and a high work rate, which means he doesn't last a whole match, but if he gets into a good position, he's got the ability to pop in a goal or two. Joel Kuiper's the massive beast in defense. He is currently injured for the next 6 weeks, dislocated shoulder, but he is very tall. If he gets up for a corner, you know I'll aim for him, and he's got the heading ability to put it in. Marco Somoza is our right back, right wing hybrid player. Great passer, great tackler, decent on the ball as well. He has scored for us in the past, just popping up in the box to finish off a move. One of our better players and one of our longest serving now, I think, as well. Pedro Asoge, one of our new guys that we've brought in to fill in the midfield just to cover up. Not much of a goal scorer. He's more of a defensive player and a setup man, but he's fairly versatile, so I think he might score a goal or two this season as well. Tony Watt hasn't featured as much as I'd like, but he's still developing. He's looking like a good player. He's actually one of our highest rated. I think he is our highest rated, along with Danny Ings. But no goals for him yet this season. We'll see if he can make his mark on the season and get back into the first team. Mick Van Buren. See, has he scored this year yet? Nope, not yet. None for Van Buren thus far. But with those dribbling skills and the shooting ability and really solid physicals as well, you know he's going to grab a goal or two at some point this season. And some good development for just about hitting his peak, I think. Michael O'Halloran, left midfielder, had a great first season in terms of goal scoring, but he really tapered off last year, and he has yet to feature that much nor score a goal. Danny Ings, tons of green. He's 25, which is, you know, getting up there. Well, not up there, not like he's old, but he's past the youth stage. But tons of development, and he's it's like our highest value player. But he's yet to hit form for Newport. So if he hits form, he's going to start bagging them, I'm sure. Rick ten Voorde has scored 2 goals for us so far this season, tied for second with Rahman. He's a very hot and cold player. When he started, he was very cold, but once he hit his stride, he scored a couple of hat tricks and was just really effective up front. So he is the Simovic backup, and you can expect him to get good things if you get some playing time. Adam Chapman. Oh, for some reason I thought he was injured at the moment. More of a defensive midfielder, although he's really good at passing and setting up. Excellent stamina. I love this guy. But not too many in the goals front. He's scored a few in the past, but he's more of a setup than a scorer. And there's the whole list. So remember, the rules, if you need review, are at the beginning of this video. Leave your comments with your guesses below in this video. And I think that's all. See you guys in the next match. I think we got a league match against Charlton. Peace out.